Why didn't Ozai kill Iroh? Why didn't Fire Lord Ozai execute Iroh? It makes no sense because Ozai has no problem killing his relatives. Ozai tried to kill his own son Zuko. Ozai literally killed his own father Azulon by poisoning him. And Ozai also used his nephew Lu Ten's death as an opportunity to ask his father Azulon for the throne. So, I mean, Ozai has no problem at all with his family members dying. He has no problem with killing them. So why didn't Ozai just kill Iroh? Because in his view, Iroh is a traitor to the Fire Nation. So why not just kill him? Well, the most likely answer is Ozai was planning on killing Iroh. Maybe Ozai was planning on a big execution for Iroh. And I assume that Ozai was probably waiting until after the Black Sun invasion, because after the failed solar eclipse Black Sun invasion, Ozai would have probably just given a public speech and said, see, the rebels who still wanted to fight, they tried to overthrow us, but we defeated them and we won this battle. And now to celebrate our triumph again, we're going to kill Iroh, former Dragon of the West, for his crimes against the Fire Nation. Or maybe he would have made up a lie and said that Iroh was behind the Black Sun invasion. That sounds like the kind of propaganda that imperialist, tyrannical governments do. So would really fit the character of the Fire Nation. Or maybe, actually, I was going to say that maybe Ozai would have executed Iroh on the day of Sozin's Comet, but I mean, that probably wouldn't have happened because with Sozin's Comet, there's also the risk that Iroh could use the power of the comet too. And there's, of course, things are busy. Ozai would be on a tight schedule because he has to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom on that day. So, yeah, maybe Iroh would probably die like right after the day of Black Sun. Maybe that's when Ozai would have killed him. But the reason Ozai did not kill Iroh right away is because even though Iroh is technically a traitor to the Fire Nation, I assume there's a lot of Iroh sympathizers and supporters and people who like Iroh and maybe don't like Ozai as much. And if Ozai kills Iroh, well, that's going to create a massive pushback, a huge political backlash, and there could be some people who are unhappy with Iroh's death, and they might rebel against Ozai and cause a lot of trouble and headaches for him. And Ozai, of course, at this point has conquered Ba Sing Se and won the war, so because of that, Ozai would have to really try to keep things in order and keep things in line and make sure that nothing too chaotic is going on. So killing Iroh would have caused too much chaos if he had done it too early. Now, of course, there is also the point of, well, why didn't Ozai just poison Iroh the same way that he poisoned Azulon? Well, the poison that Ozai gave to Azulon was a poison that Ursa made, and Ursa knows how to make it, and Ursa's mom, Raina, who's Avatar Roku's daughter, she knew how to make it too, but I doubt Ozai knows how to make the same poison, so it would be hard to do that. And even if Ozai killed Iroh quietly, well, maybe some guard or maybe someone might leak the information and work to get out and, of course, cause a chaotic political backlash. And who says Ozai didn't try to kill Iroh? Maybe Ozai tried to kill Iroh, but his advisors talked him out of it. Or maybe Ozai tried to kill Iroh secretly in prison, but Iroh managed to escape the tactics. Or it's possible that Iroh figured that Ozai might kill him after the day of Black Sun, and Iroh decided to escape then. Although it's really interesting, though, because how did Iroh know about the day of Black Sun? How did Iroh know that there was going to be an invasion? How did Iroh even know about the solar eclipse? Maybe Ming, the guard, tipped him off. Maybe she told him about all that stuff, and Iroh decided he was going to escape then. But there's also something else that's interesting. Iroh still had, somehow Iroh had Avatar Roku's headpiece with him, and the last time the headpiece was seen in the chronological order of the canon was when Avatar Roku's daughter, Ursa's mother Raida, was holding it and crying over it. So, how did Iroh get his hands on it? And how did he even bring it into prison? Because in real life, when people are going to prison, they get searched, and I don't think they're allowed to bring belongings in. So, how on earth Iroh had that with him and managed to hide it behind the wall is very weird. But anyway, yeah, my assumption is that Ozai was probably planning on killing Iroh, but never got around to it because Iroh ended up escaping. And the reason Ozai hadn't killed Iroh sooner was because it would have caused massive political backlash. And of course, there is the counter argument that maybe Ozai didn't kill Iroh because he's sentimental and didn't want to kill his brother, and he just decided to be a nice guy and let his brother live. I totally disagree with that argument because, as I said, Ozai tried to kill his own son Zuko, and Ozai literally killed his own father Azulan. So that guy would not have hesitated to kill his own brother. So that is the view that I have on the situation, why Ozai did not kill Iroh immediately.